Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 42 of the YYC Real Estate Show. A special frozen episode as it's record-breaking temperatures. A few days ago, it felt like fall, and today it's with the wind minus 45 Celsius. So our guest today is Austin Freeman, owner of Cast Door Contracting, and excited to get to know about him and what he does and how he enjoys real estate here as a builder in town, and also from Texas, so I'm sure it's a big change being there, a few days ago?
2 days ago.
2 days ago to here, so we'll get into that. Of course, Sebastian is here with me. Say hello, Sebastian.
Hello.
First and foremost, as always, let's have a look at what happened and what's currently going on here in YYC. So the sales for the last week in Calgary were... Oh, no, you can stay. We're good. 303 sales in the last week. And how many new listings or currently active listings? 1797. So increase from the week prior. And of course, things are going to start creeping up as everyone has been waiting or on the fence to either make a purchase or to list their home in this market. So what I want to go into here is I want to see what's been happening in the last little bit here. So I'll go target an area known as Acadia. Why? Because there's a coming soon listing, a very, very special project built by yours truly here. Not yours truly, sorry. Cast Door Contracting. So let's just see what's going on. 838 sale.
So built or renoed?
Renoed.
Right.
Yeah.
Is this which one's is this just a random?
We're looking at Acadia right now.
Oh, okay.
So here's a detached in Acadia that sold
22 days, sold for
838,
Well, that's
800.
right for 840.
Yeah.
Wow.
And this one just got listed at 830 for a level split.
Yeah.
Yeah, so for those that can't see, we're looking at comparables because we want to see what Austin's project could sell for, right? What it can go for, what
we should
ask.
list for, what
Yeah.
it will potentially sell for. It's very custom, very high end. So why don't we just go into that as we're looking here and reintroduce Austin Freeman, owner of Cast Door Contracting. So let's start with where you started. When did you come here to YYC, and how have you enjoyed your time here?
So I moved to YYC from Ontario, Toronto, and that was roughly going on about 2 years ago. And what caught my eye about YYC was the real estate market. Everybody, they were all saying how cheap the housing market was. Not necessarily cheap, but affordable compared to Toronto, where you can't really step into the housing market for less than $1 million.
Yeah.
So yeah, that definitely brought my attention here.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So how many years has it been here now?
Going on 2 and a bit now.
And you do a lot of renovations. There was a few projects you did that I sold. You were the contractor that did the renovation. So before we even met, I was a fan, admirer of his work. That was one of the first things I said when I walked in. I actually, in fact, showed you his work before you did your reno, 339 Penswood. We went and saw
That duplex
he sold. And
Nice.
we sold that in 48 hours. And it was a then record.
Yeah, that property is actually the property that convinced me to do a flip in Pembroke. I was like, if this property sold for this much, then I am
And it did.
for the
It
price
sold
that I
in
got
48
mine.
hours.
Yeah.
So that's really great. There's a lot of custom things with the one you're working on in Austin Road. So if you want to touch on a few of those highlights, what are some of the key features in that home that you've done?
So key features, starting right when you walk into that, from the exterior, a beautiful exterior filled with pot lights. We really wanted to lighten it up. So that was, it really caught your eye from the exterior. And then now walking into the house, we removed all the walls.
Yeah.
So there was a big fireplace right in the center, and with anything from 1,000 square foot bungalow, to 1,200 square feet, it just feels claustrophobic because you have all the walls, right? You usually have that wall right down the center. So we put in a flush mount beam right in the ceiling, so it's hidden.
Nice.
Not a drop beam or anything. So your ceilings are flat all the way across. That's definitely a key feature there. We put in a beautiful 8-foot island, so you can fit 4 comfortable bar chairs.
Yeah, sleeps too. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
High-end appliances are there, gas range.
Yeah, a beautiful 36-inch gas stove, which really catches the eye, and
Wolf, right?
Wolf.
Nice.
Yeah.
Really nice hood fan and the covering for it. So
yeah, all nice canopy there. Glass railings really opened it up. But yeah, any wall possible that I could have took down in that house, we did, and really opened it up to have an open space.
Awesome. And hardy board on the outside, right?
Yeah, and full exterior, right? We didn't leave anything untouched.
And a massive yard. It sits on a massive yard. It's in a bend. It's not a cul-de-sac. Is it a crescent? The address is
Austin Road. It's a road, but
so it's a road, but it's on the bend of the road. So
Okay.
it is a pie-shaped.
beautiful pie lot. Yeah.
Like a reverse pilot kind of thing?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
The front is narrow and the backyard opens up.
Oh, okay,
Really
just a regular,
massive.
regular
pie
pilot.
shape.
Yeah, just a regular pilot.
What made you want to get into being a builder, a contractor, renovating? Did you always work with your hands? Was you like wood shop growing up? Like, this is what I'm gonna do.
I did start off at a wood shop. I guess that's where it all started. But I got into the trades. I first became a framer, and obviously we have very cold winters here in Canada. So then in the winters, framing, you become an interior carpenter. Mm-hmm. So then I got doing like interiors, hanging doors, doing all the trim, and slowly I kind of enjoyed doing that more. I got into renovations. And then with renovations, I just grew with that, and then talked to the owners of the companies that I was working for and picked their brains with all the money that they were making, and just said, I don't want to leave the money on the table, and started, just getting and doing all my own renos.
Nice.
So, yeah.
Do you remember your first project? Do you remember your very first one?
Very first one, my own project?
Yeah, your own.
I do, yeah.
You want to talk about it?
Yeah, for sure.
There's a lot of learning.
It was a raised bungalow, and we there's a lot of curves in it. Ripped down the whole ceiling, ripped down all the drywall, and we didn't replace any walls. So there was no structural framing in it, but definitely it was catering to other people, right? In renos, you're not, even though you have an eye for certain things, you have to envision and plan for what other people are going to like. Right? Even though you might like something, you like a walk-in shower. You can't necessarily do a walk-in shower because they have a family and they need a tub. They need a place to wash kids, right? And if you're selling a 4-bedroom house, and it depends what area you're in, you gotta include certain things like that. But that project was it was fun. Yeah.
Amazing.
But,
did you was it good? Did you make money, or did you? Sometimes a lot of builders I talk to, they kind of their first 1 or 2 or 3, they're kind of break even, maybe at a loss as they're learning and getting better and getting more efficient. I'm hoping your very first one, it was still lucrative.
I definitely under budgeted.
That's a big one. That's a big
course.
one. Like for anyone doing it for themselves, hiring it out.
Mm-hmm.
Quoting, estimating, it's always comes a little more expensive.
Yeah, that's happened to me too.
Yeah, so I'm an owner operator, so I mostly did all the work on that project. And there was certain things that just costed a lot more that I didn't plan for. Hence windows and siding, and needed a new roof. The back door needed to be replaced, right? So just extra costs that made their way in. But I think on that project, I made a decent profit on it. Yeah.
That's good. I'm glad the first one started off strong.
Yeah.
Did well. That's great. Great to hear.
Yeah.
So let's go back into where your most recent and your current project is.
Mm-hmm.
That will be pleased to announce that will be a listing for the YYC Real Estate Show for us here. This is something we're really excited about, which is why it's great that if we're gonna look at what's happening today in today's market, fresh, second week of January here. So let's have a look at the next one in line. So I'm wondering, you have to look at the numbers. The market is its own animal, its own beast. It will dictate prices. It'll, you want a certain price, but your home will sell, your property will sell for what a buyer's willing to pay for it. Mm-hmm. So factor in a lot of key factors. Not only the area, you can't always compare with the statistics of that community, because what if there might be one or two roads that are more desirable, one or two roads that are less desirable. Is it a corner? Is it an end? There's a lot of extra key factors that will go into...
Yeah, what direction it's pointing, north, south.
Exactly, right? All those little things. So I'm wondering about this one, because it seems all right, but it's 53 days on the market. And in a seller's market, just wondering why it's still... Because it seems... okay, so that must be a busy road maybe right in front there with the school.
Right in front of the school, yeah.
Maybe some people don't want to be right in front of the school.
It is a decently busy road, yeah.
Maybe that's its deterrent there. But, we say it a lot on the show, and we remind everyone out there that photos will never really do the full justice. You have to actually see it in person. These photos look great, and, I'd be curious to go have a look at this one and see. Because
why it hasn't.
From seeing it, you would imagine this would sell very quickly, right? We saw those recent sales. They were 6 days on the market. And this one's priced lower as well. Okay, missing a heat there, but that's just the thing.
Yeah.
Is that the original chandelier light? Maybe you see that?
I think it's a smoke detector that maybe
blurred out. Maybe the camera.
It's possible that's the plastic when they textured it or something.
Oh, you're right. Yeah. Ooh.
Sauna. Oh, but look at the back. Look at the back. That exterior looks funny. What is that?
That's that old, like, where they use little pebbles, rocks.
Oh, okay.
And then wood.
Do you think that's stucco?
No, that's not stucco. That's, like you see the original where it's like cement and then the rocks.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Interesting cross space. Not cross space, but what would you call it? An attic? No.
That's an attic.
Yeah, an attic. On top of the garage, it looked like?
Other active one. 25 days.
Well, how many square footage is yours? What's the square footage?
Of my projects, around 1250.
1250?
Yeah.
Bungalow?
Bungalow. Yeah. With a walkout basement.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Suited?
No.
Really nice wet bar. A lot of nice undermount lighting, motion lighting. You walk into rooms, things just light up.
Yeah.
So no, I'm excited. Sure, it's gonna be way up here when we are ready. Let's see.
Yeah, and it's incredibly hard to price a property at the exact price it's gonna sell, right? The property is worth what someone's willing to pay, and you don't know which buyers around in a market. Some buyer could value the property a lot more than other buyers, right?
Yeah.
So as long as you kind of get a range of what you can sell the property, and then if you want to try high, you can try high, but you have to be willing to lower if it's not selling in the time frame that you need. So it's not a science pricing properties, I would say. There is a bit of comparison and whatnot, but you also kind of got to feel it out and say, in this market with amount of inventory and the timing as well, could it sell for more? Sure, maybe. In this market, it should sell for a pretty good price compared to definitely 5 years ago. But 5 years ago, you had to price things much, much more competitively.
I was just seeing what the mortgage rates, everyone was expecting them to stay or come down.
Yeah.
And just curious, and we always like to have a look to see what the week mortgage rates are sitting at. So let's find out if we have rates here. I'll just go to True North. Or Wow is good too. We'll check out Wow. So 5-year, but again, this is, you have to put it's Prime Plus. So these will have a couple percents on top of them.
Mm.
So it's interesting and cool to point out that if it's a rental property, obviously there's higher risk. So your rates are going to be higher. As you see here for the same 5-year fixed, CMHC insured, which means less than 20%, 4.69. Insurable, 4.69.
More than 20%
Uninsured,
down.
Yeah, you'll get a 4.99 fixed. Rental property, 5.19.
And most people are going uninsured, right? Or most people are going insured, never mind. Like less than 5%?
Yeah. Sorry, less than 20%.
Oh yeah, less than 20%. Sorry.
So, I hope these come down,
We all hope.
We all get a little frenzy going in town.
Yeah. Still, historically, these interest rates are not terrible. If you look at like the history of Canada when interest rates were getting closer to 20, right?
My dad told me when he bought his first home in Calgary, I believe it was like 97 or 98. It was like 18% or something.
Yeah.
Wow.
But again, the house was like 145,000 for a
Made
big
sense.
detached house.
Yeah.
So it's like either the value is low and the interest rate's high,
Mm-hmm.
or the interest rate's kind of lower, but the value of the home's benchmark price now is 577,000.
Yeah.
Highest sale in the last week in town, 2.905 million.
Wow.
New build, Park Hill.
Park Hill.
Yeah. And second highest was 2.48 Chinook Park. And then we like to always see the couple lowest. We were seeing 150s before, so now you got 172.
133 days on
Windsor
market.
Park. Oh, I showed this one. So it went. Yeah, I showed this one. Yeah, I'm working with a buyer looking to buy an apartment. As you've all seen on my Instagram, I'm in an apartment almost every day. So I'm doing showings tonight with the same client after like tonight. So we'll see. Bonus 185. That's a good deal. Bonus is a good area. 2 bedrooms for 185. There you have it.
All right. So we like to ask like all our guests that come onto the podcast, what is their favorite part about Calgary, and what is their
If there's one thing you could change, what would it be?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's start with my favorite part. Well, coming from Toronto, I mean, there's not much outdoors and stuff to do, and you're moving to Calgary. I actually purchased a dog, and I'm very active with him. And
Investment, big investment.
I've never heard someone say I purchased a dog. I made a funny purchase the other day. I thought
Oh, he loves his dog.
Yeah, well, I'm a dog dad.
Yeah.
I love my dog, but I definitely enjoy going for hikes.
Nice.
Yeah, up in the mountains.
Nice. What kind of dog?
Chocolate Lab.
Chocolate Lab.
Yeah.
Harley.
Yeah.
Nice.
He's a gem, but definitely the outdoors brought me here. All the hikes and scenery, and it's beautiful, right? And
That's probably our number one answer. That if you 45-minute drive and you're on a beautiful hike with the mountains as a backdrop, right? It's a huge bonus being here in town in Calgary. That's a common one.
Yeah.
And if there's something you could change, what would it be?
Well, coming from Toronto, I believe we had a law within 24 hours you had to plow all the snow and salt it.
And salted.
Yeah.
As you're an owner of your property?
I believe the owner of the property had to shovel the driveway. I'm not quite sure. But I know like condo boards, like all the landscapers and stuff, they had 24 hours to come and plow all the snow and remove it. And we were spoiled. Like all the main roads would be salted and black, and we wouldn't have all that black ice. Mm-hmm. And here in Calgary, it's definitely tough driving conditions, I'd say.
Yeah.
They don't plow a lot of the roads that I've noticed, and they don't really use salt. They kind of use sand and rocks here.
That's what it is. Yeah, I was behind a sand and rock truck today.
Yeah, fun.
Yeah, so tons of windshield chips, and it was funny. Yeah, when I went to go get insurance here, they said, "Yeah, we don't cover windshield chips or anything like that."
Yeah,
I realized quick, why they don't. Oftentimes you do see cars driving with all the windshield.
So in Ontario, I heard like back in the day, everyone would say the cars in Ontario rust faster because of this. There's a lot more salt that they have on their roads. Perhaps?
Oh yeah, there definitely is cons, right? Yeah, the cars will rust a lot more. Walking your dog on sidewalks, right? Their paws will, all the sand, all the salt going into the sewers and your water systems. Yeah, there definitely is cons.
Yeah.
But for driving conditions, it definitely is a pro. But yeah.
I think there was something on, the Dragon's Den or Shark Tank where they got exclusive right by some mountain where they had this like natural salt that was, a dog could lick it won't be harmful, and it's like kind of organic, I guess.
Yeah.
And that was like the new thing. So I was surprised I never seen that blow up, and I don't see it in Home Hardware or Canadian Tire.
it's like normal salt.
Yeah, it's salt to melt. No, it's not for eating. It's for melting ice.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna look that up.
Yeah, you go buy yourself some salt. So you would change the way that they treat the roads, kind of thing, or like
The driving conditions.
The driving conditions. In Toronto, how cold does it get in the winter?
It's definitely not -40 like we're seeing here today.
Yeah.
But cold days like -20, 25.
-20, 25
is usually what we'll see, right? Just here, I find the temperatures drop really low.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Found it. Eco Traction.
Okay, there we go.
The leading green alternative to ice melters.
Eco Traction.
Yeah, these are the guys they have. They were on Shark's Tank, Dragon's Den or whatever, and there should be something here where they get it. Discovered a unique volcanic mineral, safe for pets and can be used as a green alternative to ice melters. So this is who they were on the show. So it is out there.
Yeah.
Nice, a good old smell grabber too. That's fantastic.
They're in Toronto, Ontario. Nice.
Yeah.
And sorry, correction. I said 577 benchmark price. It's 570. 570 is the benchmark price in town.
Still up from last year, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
What are some interior design trends?
Well, actually, there's a reno show happening in Calgary. Turns out this weekend.
This weekend, yeah.
Yeah.
Here's some interior design trends: nature-inspired vintage objects, luminous spaces, earthy tones, maximalism.
Maximalism.
The elements. Yeah.
Just like as busy as possible, kind of thing.
Well, let's see what that means. We're saying goodbye to the minimalism era as interior designers see 2024 as the resurge of maximalism. Through the combination of bold colors, statement furniture, and an expansive selection of textures, individuals can embrace their inner artists at home and create vibrant and dreamy spaces.
I mean, I like the sound of it over minimalism.
I feel like everything's just getting simpler though.
That's true,
right?
No textured ceilings, no crown moldings. Like even if you look at cabinetry now, right? Like everything's just flat. There's no crown molding, and baseboard profiles just keep getting simpler. And everything's just simple now.
Yeah, but I do feel like those earthy tones are making a big comeback with like the darker greens and all that stuff. People making their kitchens cabinet green and whatnot. We see a lot with the new builds.
Yeah, new builds they're bringing back the front porch too. A lot of builders.
Yeah, front porch.
That was something in like the 1950s, 60s that was common. If you go to areas where the homes were 1950s, 60s, they all have them.
Yeah.
Where it went away for so long, and now some builders are thankfully bringing it back. It's cool, an extra space or that. An extra space in the front and sit and enjoy, say hi to your neighbors.
Unfortunately, with new like infills, it's impossible to do a wraparound porch. You just don't have the space for it.
Yeah, you can't do that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Cool.
Yeah,
any other question? Do you have any questions for us?
Is the real estate market at a high, low? How's the real estate market right now?
So today's market is still in a seller's market because of the low inventory we have.
Okay.
So priced right, and on average, the days on market are low. They're less than 30, I believe. Okay. And the months of supply are less than 2.0. The months of supply means if everything stopped, no more new listings, it would take less than 2 months to deplete the almost 2,000 listings we have. So still in a seller's market, doing thankfully way better numbers wise and as far as the market's concerned in comparison to the rest of the country. So a lot of the Canadian dollars are being spent here in Alberta, specifically Calgary, for our real estate market. So we're still seeing a lot of migration here, a lot of money from BC, Ontario being invested here. There's an Ontario gentleman sitting here today.
Yeah, exactly.
Guilty.
Yeah. And we talked about it before, and I made a post about it as well. It's like there's those little things like no transfer tax, which can be 1 to 3%. It is 1 to 3% of the final sale price, but that can mean anywhere from $10,000 to $30,000 of additional fees that we don't have here. Right?
Yeah.
So there's a lot of advantages to investing here in towns.
And buying properties just in general much simpler in Alberta than almost anywhere else in Canada.
Yeah.
So the contracts are simpler. Everything's a little easier here. And plus even though our market has increased and it hasn't had that big downwards churn that like Vancouver and Toronto experienced after COVID, right? They took a bit of a hit.
A little bit. Yeah.
Calgary didn't really get that. It stayed strong.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nothing has showed me that Calgary is going to be slowing down. I mean, it has like the natural like winter trend where there's going to be less sales and less inventory, but still tons of migration.
Yeah.
I can't unless I feel like unless all of Canada took a hit economically, Calgary's still going to be doing strong as far as real estate is going. Yeah. Yeah. No, it's a good place to be. Good place to be. Yeah. Population 1.6 million.
Yeah.
And growing. Yeah.
So excited to see what this year brings, and so far in the first couple of weeks, it's been busy, a lot of transactions, and if you didn't know, there was 27,000.
Yeah, 27,000 sales last year on market.
Wow.
And that's on market.
Yeah,
Like
that's not including off market.
Yeah, I wonder if you could search like how many titles were transferred.
There is a way. Honest Door is a good place.
Yeah,
but any transfer hits them though, not just a sale, right? Any land transfer or change hits them.
yeah, I guess.
Just wanted to see. Yeah, I was right. 27,000. 27,416 for all of last year.
Wow.
It's a lot of transactions, right?
Yeah.
It's like 75 a day.
Which is 8% less than 2022.
Yeah. Yeah, the record ever recorded was 29,659 in 2022.
Almost 30,000.
In 2022?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Almost 30,000 homes.
But home prices are still higher than they were in 2022 as well.
Home prices didn't go down.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, no, Calgary's great, but apart from that,
thank you for tuning in for another week. We're happy, and thanks again, Austin, for being on. We're looking forward to doing an episode once we have your project listed.
Yep.
We'll be excited to do an episode in there and showcase that as well.
yeah, definitely.
Should probably do this.
When are you guys putting that on market?
That's up to the main man here.
Ooh.
Or is it up to me?
Well, that's a little bit of a complex situation.
Yeah.
We'll
Yeah.
the viewers will know first. We'll do an episode there the first week it's live.
Yeah.
Do an episode there. But I put a listing up today for everyone out there for Kelwood Place. I'm excited about this one as well. It's a really nice new build built by Birch Hill Homes.
What are the features on it?
6 bedrooms, 6 bathrooms, triple garage, heated garage, wide plank, white.
Was it triple or quadruple?
It's a triple garage.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I mean, yeah, look at all that.
300-year-old
features.
Douglas fir.
Nice, huge windows.
Those beams.
Nice. A lot of custom cabinetry.
Yeah, and in a really nice spot. Steps from a couple schools, Optimist Athletic Park. So there's a triple.
Oh yeah, I see.
double.
Okay, when I saw the picture originally, I thought it was a quadruple, but
Yeah. So you see the location. There's a lot
yeah,
of parks close by, close to downtown. There's that ice rink. People can go
Nice.
around an oval or play pickup hockey. There's a fire at night there.
oh cool.
And, yeah, really nice neighborhood.
You listed it today?
Yeah, listed it today for $1,899,000.
Any action on it?
showing tomorrow, and someone reached out to me directly, so I'll be showing them myself as well.
Oh, great.
And again, it's only been not 2, how long has it been? It's been 5 hours live.
Yeah. So it's looking good, yeah.
Stay tuned. Hopefully next week I'll have good news and update
it'll
for
be
that
sold
one.
the week
Yeah,
after.
hopefully. So thanks again for tuning in, and we hope to have Austin on a part 2, part 3, who knows, but excited to do an episode once we have his project listed in Acadia.
Yeah, definitely.
So until next week, stay warm.
Take care.